Today we will see the basic settings of Windows Server 2016 and DNS server settings. Okay, so first thing, whenever you configure a server or client, first thing before you switch on the server or power on the server, this setting should be done in the network. Okay, so adapter one, internal network should be attached to internal network. Then promises mode should be allowed. That means it will allow all the client and server other machines to ping. This should be done. Then you have to click OK. Then you have to start the server or client, whatever. Okay, now I am going to show you the virtual box. I have two machines, server machine, client machine. Server is the one which I am showing now, so I started server. Okay, so let me check the server where it is. It's here. This is my server. So the basic settings, okay, what I have done in our course is I use the server which I use for network operating system course. Okay, the computer name SHCT-DC. The server name is NOS-DC. Domain name NOS network operating system.edu.om. Firewall is off. Then Ethernet 172.16.1.2. You want to see the gateway IP, then DNS server. Click this. Double click. Go to properties. IPv6 is disabled. IPv4. IP address 172.16.1.2, mask is this one, no gateway, DNS is same, this server IP. Okay, this I will give you the pre-configured file for you. You have to start from this. Okay, this is the computer name, domain name, firewall, off, then Ethernet IP. See, this is already given to you. You have to start from this one. Okay, now what are the services or server features already added? So I already added Active Directory users and computers, DNS, DHCP, file server resource manager, backup, everything is already added. Okay, this is the basic settings. If you are doing client or server, firewall should be off. IP address given here, give the same IP, gateway, mask, everything, DNS, everything. Already it is given, pre-configured file give you. I'll give you the file like this. Okay, this is the basic settings of the server. Now, how do I check my IP address if I am using a command prompt? You know that CMD, type CMD in the search bar and you will get command line tool, and you know the command to check IP address, IP config, you will get IP address mask. Okay, now same thing you will do in the client. Okay, that I will do later. Now I'll go for the DNS. So domain name server. Okay, so domain name server. So the first activity, so I will show you the zones. Okay, forward lookup zone, reverse lookup zone. What is this? DNS means domain name server. You will give a domain name www.shct.edu.om, and the DNS server will convert this domain name into IP address. Okay, so we have two zones: forward lookup zone, reverse lookup zone. Forward means domain name to IP address. Reverse means IP address to name. I'll show you that. Okay, this is a forward lookup zone. There are so many fields here. We have a host. Okay, so how do we test? This is default which one zone, and we have a host here SHCT-DC. IP address given here, and we have reverse lookup pointer also. So what I will do, I will test. Okay, first thing is testing DNS. So how do I test? Go to the machine name, right click, launch ns lookup. This is a tool. If you are doing in a Windows machine, we have to type the command ns lookup space www.google.com or whatever. But here we have a tool, launch ns lookup. Click this. Now see, the name of the server is shct-dc, domain name nos.edu.in, the IP address. Now I will test it. Forward lookup zone. So shct-dc, this is the name of the host. I will get IP address is 172.16.1.2. This is forward lookup zone. Give the name, you get the IP. Now I will give the IP address for testing reverse lookup zone. So reverse means give the IP address, you will get name. This is reverse lookup zone. Give the IP, you will get the name. Forward is give the domain name or host name, you will get the IP. This is default host name. Now my question is create a new host name. Okay, so right click, new host, whatever name. So I'm going to give the host IP in the same range. So the name I'm giving is testing. Okay, IP address I'm going to do 172.16.1.5. Okay, it's created. Now I want to test. So what I did, I just created a new host. Okay, so right click in the same domain. So they mentioned create a new host in the same zone or same domain or same zone. New host, give the name given the question paper, give the IP. After that, how do I test? Go back to server, go to restart, because if you do some changes you have to restart the server. Okay, how to restart? Click the server name, right click, go to all task, restart. Now launch ns lookup. What was the name I gave? Host name is testing. Okay, as it is in the same network, see 172.16.1.215, all same network range. No need of creating separate reverse lookup, just create the forward lookup host. Now testing, go to the server. As I told you, right click and restart. After restarting, launch ns lookup. Give the name testing.nos.edu.om. This is the name, full name. Okay, let's see. You'll get the IP in the second chance. See, you get the IP as 172.16.1.5. Why the first one is failed? Because the server needs some time. Like you try to ping to a computer, first ping it will be one packet will be lost, no, like that. So reverse lookups on, how to check? Give the IP address 172.16.1.5. You'll get the host name as the answer. This is DNS testing. No need to configure DNS because I already configured DNS everything. This is for creating a new host. If I ask you to create a new zone, so this is forward lookup zone is nos.edu.in. If you ask to create a new zone, then right click, new zone. Okay, if I ask you to create a new zone, this is create a new host. See the question, create a new AAA host and test DNS. That is what I show you. Okay, I just show you testing or creating a new zone, sorry, new host in the existing zone. This is my zone nos.edu.om. In that zone I created a new host. Next question, how I, if I ask you create a new zone, so right click, new zone, next primary s, next first you have to click forward lookup zone, next zone name, so I am giving test.edu.om. Okay, new zone. Next, you can use any option. I'll go for allow both secure and non-secure. Second one, next, finish. Now new zone is created. Okay, here now you can create a new host. New host. So I'll give the name as sample dot test dot. So it's already, when I give the host name, the full qualified name, domain name automatically come as sample.test.edu.om. It automatically comes because inside this zone I am creating a host. So this zone name will come automatically. Give the IP address. You can give the same range or different range, your wish. I am giving 172.16.3. Sorry, what was that? 1.6 create, already created. Like this, you can create a new zone test.edu.om. How do I create? Right click server, new zone. Then inside the zone, you can create new host. Then you can do testing everything. Okay, so how do I test? Again, go back. What is the name I give? Sample. Okay, go back to the server, all task, restart, because whenever you do something in the server you have to restart the server, right? Launch ns lookup. So server IP is same. Now what I will do, sample dot test dot edu dot on. Let me check whether I get the IP or not. Yes, I got 172.16.1.6 forward lookup zone. Now I'll test the reverse 172.16.1.6. Let me check whether I'm getting the name of the host as sample.test.edu.in. This is DNS. So whenever you are trying when you want to create a website, we need a host also. That time we need DNS. So DNS is very important. So first activity in our server administration is, in the DNS, create a new host in the existing zone. Test. Then create a new zone. Then create a new host in the new zone. Testing. This is the first activity. Okay. See you in the next video. Bye. Next video, I will show you how to configure the Windows 10 client, how to import the Windows 10 machine, how to join the client machine into the domain nos.edu.in. Okay, till then, bye.